morning.
Good morning.
Something's different.
You think?
What's up? It's really
Yeah,
different.
I got my hair done over the weekend.
Yeah,
What do you
it's
think?
kind of amazing.
I mean, I've got some highlights on the tips
and about
you know.
24 inches extra hair. It's so good. I think you should wear it all the
So,
time.
happy birthday from Tracey. I used to tease my daughter-in-law. Well, she's not my daughter-in-law yet, but soon to be. And that, she's like, "What do you want for your birthday or Christmas?" I'm like, "I want to try your hair on. It's just so beautiful." So
Here it is.
I'm trying it on.
So years ago, I found this at one of the Ulta stores. It's just one of the hoop extensions, and I pulled it out from underneath my bathroom vanity, and I was like, I'm never going to wear this. And Sharon, it's a perfect match. So you're extended.
I am.
It's so good. I love it so much. And I didn't even look up, and you come in. She comes in this morning. Oh, my hair. It took me an hour to get ready this morning. I'm sorry I'm late. And I look up. I was like, oh, my God. It's so good.
Anyway.
I do love it. So what are your big plans this weekend? Oh, you were just saying.
Yeah. My last birthday is this next Thursday. Is my last one. I'm not going to celebrate anymore because I'm getting too old.
I was going to say, don't say your last birthday. That's super morbid.
I know. Well, it's not that. I'll continue on, but I'm going to be Benjamin Button from then on, and I'm going to just go backwards before I hit another decade of numbers. But I've got a wonderful open house on Sunday. We've already got showings. Our first showing this morning was 8 a.m. So I was down at the house turning all the lights on and getting everything ready.
Where is the
It's
listing?
in Oakton, Virginia. It is in the Clark's Landing community. It is a little over an acre, has a tennis court that needs to have some TLC. But it's 4 bedrooms and or 5 if you use one of the smaller bedrooms. Upstairs is the office, and there is a full legal bedroom down in the basement.
Yeah, I mean, it's legit.
It is
5-bedroom house. 100%.
Yeah, and it's 4 full bathrooms.
Yeah.
So there's a huge playroom. Well, I call it a playroom, but because that's what ours was called back in the day. But it's a huge playroom that's off. It's like a 24 by 24 room.
Yeah.
That there's a full bath right around the corner from it, that if an elderly person or older couple or something needed to somebody wanted to make it a bedroom, that big playroom area, they could easily do that.
Yeah, so it's listed at, what are you guys listing at?
$1,150,000. It is updated from floor to ceiling. Yeah. I mean, literally floor to ceiling.
Yeah, they had worked with one of the contractors to rehab and get this thing back up to where it is, and it's beautiful. You gave me a tour earlier this week. And what's really nice is, from a comp perspective, is that the one right up the street, like 6 houses up, listed at 1.1 and went under contract at 1.31. 1,310,000.
Rumor says. Of course, we don't know that because we haven't gone to close it.
Yeah, confirmed by a neighbor, and it hasn't closed yet. But needless to say, the condition on this place is spectacular. And while there is a tennis court there that does need some attention, I mean, gosh, if it were me, I would probably just throw in a pool and ditch the tennis and have myself a little pool. And it's the most private property I've seen in a while.
It backs up all to the creek that goes down to Difficult Run at the end of the block. And it's just, 3 sides are nothing but trees and woods.
When are your open houses?
And on Sunday, we've moved it because of the weather.
Okay.
We moved it from 10 till 2.
Oh, okay.
10, 11, 12, 1, 2. Yes, 4 hours. So, but if anybody needs to say or come later, and just let one of us know, because I'm happy to. It's not like
hit us up by DM here or through our website, and we'll be happy to get you into this property because it's gorgeous. The pictures should be going up today. I know they came in, and Lynn's been processing them. So
the video's we're waiting on the video, and we're waiting on the 3D Matterport.
But it's going to be a spectacular listing. Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get into what's happening this weekend. So I'm going to go ahead and refer back to it, and we mentioned it last week. Do it with what has been up on social media. But Lynn, given the weather that's coming, I wanted to spotlight the winter activities. So Lynn put together a real nice winter guide on focusonnova.com. Best sledding hills in the area. It's super fun. I'm a big fan of that. When I was driving down 29 over by the Stone House on 29 and 234 near in Manassas Battlefield. There was a great hill there. But there's also the list of outdoor ice skating rinks, so stay COVID safe and get outside and go ice skating. She also listed restaurants and breweries, bars that have igloos where you can sit outside and enjoy your beverages and food. And for those of you
And we've actually got pictures online of the little igloos, so it's really cute. Take a look.
They're super fun. And for those of you who are more like me and prefer to be super warm, feel free to book a massage at the spas that she has listed there. So that's on the website. Check it out. Super fun. And as a Caps fan, season ticket holder, the Wharf downtown is going to capitalize on everything, and they're doing Rock the Rink. So their outdoor ice skating rink is going to have a live DJ, spinning music, doing giveaways the entire time while they broadcast live the Caps Islanders game. So that's on Sunday. So check that out. That could be a really fun party and outdoor experience. Also family friendly, and you could win a few things. And for those of you who are more art fans, the Freer Gallery on Sunday is going to initiate one of their exhibits called The Art of the Hunt with Falcons. And this piqued my interest because when the kids are in elementary school, and I don't remember which year they do Native American studies, and they study all indigenous populations throughout the world. It's very fun. But Bull Run had a falconer at the show. It was a field trip, and the guy was fascinating. So he brings out this peregrine falcon on his arm and, launches him, and he's flying around the whole thing. And out of nowhere, we end up with this National Geographic moment where this other wild falcon comes out of the bushes and starts attacking his essentially tamed and trained bird. And they are like doing the whole cycle thing, because I guess what they do is they try to get above each other, and then they attack top down. And so they kept trying to go higher and higher and higher, and they're spinning round and round and round. And Battlefield's on this side, and then 66 cuts through it, and then it goes on to the other side. And these falcons are just dive bombing one another, and the guy's getting nervous. So his little assistant goes running into the little hut there where they've got their targets on the leather targets on the thing. And they're just spinning these things, and the guy's got his little earpiece. He's like, so anyways, what you're observing here, and oh God, I hope he comes back. And the kids are horrified. I'm horrified. I was like, oh God, please come home. And anyway, long story short, the falcon comes home, wild falcon goes away, and I loved your comment. Sharon's like, this guy's like never going to go out again. Worst experience ever. I'm never going out again. Dad.
PTSD for the poor bird.
Poor little bird. But anyways,
oh, gosh.
The art of the hunt with falcons is happening at the Freer Gallery if you want to do something different and indoors, and that lasts for about a month, and it starts on Sunday. Last but not least, if you're just not ready to give up the ghost of Christmas yet, the Manassas Ballet Theater is streaming live performances of the Nutcracker. So go to the Manassas Ballet Theater to check out the streaming of those performances if you're just looking to do inside, cozy, or iced in. These folks work hard to hone their craft, and you can check that out. So let's see what happens on the line. So out here, Focus on Nova this week. We have so much happening this past week on social media. You can check this out on Facebook and Instagram and focusonnova.com/hotandfreshnews. Lynn explores the town of Vienna, your home sweet home.
Love Vienna.
So much turnover, so much development happening here.
It's crazy.
Watching, Tequila Grande going out of business, and that's being raised, and Wolf Trap Hotel is now being raised. It's absolutely going ground up and being rezoned mixed-use commercial residential. The whole nine is going in. So
and we're kind of 50-50 on how we feel about our little Vienna.
Yeah, tell me.
I mean, we got several years ago, we were nationally the number 4 small town in America, and there was a reason we were very proud of it.
Yeah.
We had we have beautiful streets, we have beautiful brick sidewalks, the lighting, the charm of the small city, and now we had Chick-fil-A and
I cannot believe that they allowed the Chick-fil-A 2-story drive-up parking garage car wash go in.
At least it's on the other side of Nutley, and it kind of looks like it might be part of Oakton, but it's still Vienna. It's sad. It really is. I mean, I know we have to go along because Tyson's is right there, changing over from Tyson's Corner to Tyson's, and we're all going to be part of that 123 swing of development and all that. I understand it, but I still
Yeah,
It
I
still
think
makes me sad.
yeah, I think so too. So I think going way back, I'm gonna go ahead in the way back machine on behalf of Ingrid, who, her when she first immigrated to the United States, her parents bought a place off of Beulah, and it was just a split foyer on a cul-de-sac on McGuire Court, and that was their home sweet home. They literally had horses in their backyard. It was that
Yeah.
rural back in the day. Sorry,
I had
Ingrid.
horses in my next door neighbor when we moved in 30 years ago.
Right. So, I mean, it really was taking it from small town on up. And then once they got married, they lived, oh my God, everything is ringing. Hang on. Hang on.
Well, I can talk while she's doing that. But, you know, I was a teacher at Madison High School, and the people that are my age, you know, grew up in the Vienna area and went there and graduated in the 60s and early 70s.
Yeah.
And they can remember the football field, cows just like hanging over the back fence,
Right.
mooing at them during a football game.
Right. So it really was
So-
rural, and it has seen a transition in a fairly short amount of time. And I do think it's just time for a new reinvention. In general, but I'm hoping they'll be able to salvage. There you go. There's a Freudian slip, but salvage the charm of the brick sidewalks and the outdoor park and the walkability and the small town walkability and charm. So I think they'll do it. I mean, if Alexandria City has managed, if Old Town has done it, you guys can.
Well, we have the best mayor in the whole wide world, Linda, and you know, Linda leads Vienna.
Yeah.
I mean, her roots are. Well, she and her husband, both Mike, and went to Madison. And,
Yeah.
So if anybody can keep it
Close.
she
And that's
will
the
do it.
thing. I think if you can keep in the spirit of it and acknowledge progression, then I think you're going to be there.
Yeah.
Anyhow, so check that out for what's happening on. Lynn did a real nice article regarding that, so that'll be a good one for you guys to see. Oh, why is it forsaking me? Okay, there we go. Lynn had this sale. We do our What You Get For series. So if you're looking for a condo, no maintenance, turnkey living, this is a great little spot for you. But it's where we look at condo fees in association with a $515,000 purchase and how much money it'll take to take down, and then carry the costs throughout living there. So check that out. And then I do renovate versus sell. This is so important, and it's actually.
What I just did.
What you just did. So she had a house that was in really rough condition, and we had to run
Calling no ceilings and no walls.
Right, like there's no drywall, like rough condition. And long story short, what we do as real estate agents is you need to look at that. Sometimes it makes sense financially and headache-wise just to list it as is and call it a day. And in other circumstances, it's you get all the quotes, you do the return on investment. Does it make sense? I mean, I'm looking at one right now. We're looking at probably doing about, when it's all said and done, $40,000 worth of work to a property. But in the end, it'll have a renovated bathroom, it'll have a renovated kitchen and all that stuff. And it's a good $200,000 swing in price point. So this is what we do as real estate agents. This is not just take a few pictures.
We do.
Let's be clear. This is what the Focus on Nova team does as real estate agents. Is we have relationships with good contractors and the access to the data so that we can make data supported judgments and education so that you can figure out where it makes sense to invest in your property to get the best bang for your buck. Short 2-minute, check it out. Going into next week, we have a big one coming up. We've changed this. Last year with the market updates, it was a written article. And the problem with the market update is that as it gets released from NVAR, we're already past that. So this is the December. This is the December update. It's being released, 3 weeks post-December, and we are now headlong into the January market.
And things have changed.
Right, and you do need to look in the rearview mirror as far as where we've been, but it's super important to say where we are. So while the data will be there for you to look at from a historical standpoint, we are now going to be commenting on that in a short video on where we're going to, and spoiler alert, reality is that 2021 is shaping up to be almost exactly like 2022 was, with multiple offers, high demand, better have a good down payment, prepared to do some appraisal mitigation, and waiving home inspections. So sellers, now's the time to have that renovate or sell conversation so we can get you in the queue so you can get your highest price. And buyers, it's time to start doing your homework so we're ready to go. What was I going to say? Yeah.
I mean, and the other thing to take a look at too is, really, really watch the interest rates.
Yes,
because
true.
we are seeing a change.
Yeah, it's
And
popping up, but it's not going to scare purchasers away, in my opinion.
well, at this point, we're still
Right.
well below 4.
Yeah.
And
I would say on average you're seeing anywhere from 3.25 to 3.5 as an interest rate. Assuming you've got about 10% or more down, you're
Right.
seeing that. But I also think it's true too, where it's not scaring people away. That said, if you were pushing the envelope on your budget when you were pre-approved at 2.75 and 3, you need to go back to your lender and talk to them again to make sure that hasn't changed your debt ratio, your carrying costs, etc. But it's time to regroup. Again, why you need to have professional real estate agents like ourselves
to guide you
and help you to make sure that you're not down the creek and hurting yourself. But check the market update. Maura's done a great job here, and there's a lot of insight to the right now market.
Right. I mean, one more thing, just make sure that when you're doing this, you're talking to your lender, that you get that top number that you could go to that you're comfortable paying your monthly mortgage. Because if we see a swing that week that you are locking in your mortgage rate and it pops up to 3.8, can you still make that mortgage at 3.8? And are you still comfortable at that price range?
Right. This is
so just just make sure that you
have the complete conversation because it is important, and we are seeing volatility.
And your lender is on your side.
Oh,
He's part of our team.
They work for you.
Yes.
All right, this one, home sweet home. This was my sister's house. So I had the distinct privilege this past summer/fall to help my next door neighbor who passed, his daughter, sell his former house, her childhood home, which my sister ended up buying and now lives across the street from me, which is amazing. In the meantime, we then had to sell her house, which is this not even split level, but a raised rambler over in Holmes Run. And then her good friend who lives in the neighborhood wanted it because they needed a move up house. So I got to help her sell her house. So it was just this wonderful thing of dominoes, and it was just amazing, the circle of life. And this provided years and years of super fun. My sister bought this property as a short sale in Holmes Run, which of course is on the historic registry. These are so cool. The bricks for her fireplace and hearth were salvaged from a construction project where they had torn down a building in Old Town, and then they took those bricks into this neighborhood and built it. There's mahogany ceilings, mahogany beams, mahogany paneling. It's Brazilian. She told me. Maybe, but it's beautiful, 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 beautiful. And they got the house ready to go, and their friends bought it, and it just worked out well. Point is, with no HOA at $850,000, this is what you get for exactly 2,400 square feet total in a historic registry neighborhood inside the Beltway, right in Falls Church. Super cool house. Unfortunately, I have no pictures, but the numbers are there, so check it out. Comedy clubs. Okay, we all need to laugh. It's been a little intense. So grab your N95 mask and get out to these comedy clubs. Maura has put together a fantastic list for us that's coming this week on social media and our website. And then we're wrapping up. Things to do this weekend. Number 1, come to your open house.
Yes, Sunday, 10 till 2.
Address again?
2710 Linda Marie Drive.
Sorry, I put you on the spot.
I know.
How well do you know your listing?
Linda Marie Drive in Oakton, right off of Vale Road.
That's so
and
convenient.
Just park on the street. We'll have a sign that says that there. You have to walk down the driveway. It's a semi-private driveway. It's shared between 2 houses, and then you get to the house, and it's
really just nestled back.
It's like
it's
a little English garden, and it's really cool.
It is. So
really,
check out
really
the open house. And then, of course, on Monday, we would be remiss if we did not take a minute to memorialize Martin Luther King Jr. and all the civil rights actions and gains that he helped make. So with that being said, there are 2 things through the McLean Community Center. One is on the 14th, which is tomorrow. The Daryl Davis Band is playing. And then also on the 14th, they are going to start to launch their virtual reality experience based on the Green Book, which is the travel guide that the African American community had to use during segregation and Jim Crow laws, probably even beyond that until things settle down a bit. Long story short, it's called the Traveling While Black, and it is a virtual reality experience, and it runs starting this Saturday, going all the way through Black History Month into February 12th. Really neat program. In addition, going away from Martin Luther King Jr. Day is the Mosaics Polar Plunge, which Lynn said she wants to do, and she recommends staying in the water as long as possible. I think she's insane. And last but not least,
Well, that's because she bought a new bathing suit to go on her trip.
I know. I do too, but I'm not taking pictures of it. But that's okay. Jam and Java in Vienna. We just have a Vienna excitement thing. They are doing an 80s glow party with DJ D on tomorrow night. So check that out as well.
See, I could put my hair back on and
a little headband and get your bracelets going. The only other thing, and I didn't write it down, but I wanted to point people out, is that the city of Fairfax, if you go to their website, they are doing, in honor of Martin Luther King Day, they are doing 4 days of service, and it's for all ages, littles all the way to the old can participate. And there's 4 different programs that they're doing, and I didn't write it down, so I don't have all the details. But if you go to the City of Fairfax webpage and you're looking for the opportunity to serve the community, they are doing all different types of in-services, whether it's food pantry or volunteering to do a park cleanup. But there's lots of that going on this weekend in Fairfax City if you're looking for something.
And hopefully the weather
holistic to
holds
do.
off. It's just rain. Just put up your umbrella and
It got just nasty outside. It started sprinkling when I was rocking it. But anyway, so that's what's happening in our neck of the woods. We hope you stay safe this weekend. And for all of your real estate needs, give the Focus on Nova team a call. We are here to help you prep through data-based evidence and make you be happy in your real estate world.
Get staged, whatever you want. So.
Exactly. All right. Have a good day. We'll see you guys. And there's our fancy ending right there as I go around to turn off things. Hold on. And that one's out. And share. And this one's off. And